And we are live. Hello there, Internet. Welcome once again to the International Writers Fellowship on this 15th of March in the good year of our Lord, 2024. My name is Daniel Hand. I'm the RPG therapist. And as usual, I'm joined with Ember Gray of Robots and Magic and Jennifer Watson of James Dreamy Bookshelf. And somehow I got through all of that without making a mistake. I think we stop now and just quit whilst we're ahead.
Yeah.
Well, good
See you guys next week.
Plan for today, I believe, is to have a quick chat, then have a sprint, unless we decide to have a long chat and not have a sprint. I think that's entirely up to the reading the room.
Yes.
But before we get there, how's everybody doing?
Good. Glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
It's been a tough week. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I just realised I haven't got my drugs with me. I should really take my meds, you know, the things that keep me from dying. But
After we go live.
Yeah. Sorry, tough week. Why has it been a tough week? Or is that... is
juggling, just juggling schedules and personal life and all that stuff. So, yeah. Life. Just life.
Just life.
Life, the universe, and everything. Well, we already have one guest with us today. Hi there, Kraken. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're feeling all right. Yeah, and I hear you. Just running around trying to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
How's Ember doing?
Every day feels so long. I am so busy. You're so jam packed.
Is this
great.
Is it good busy or is it paying busy?
It's yes. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
I actually closed my books for the rest of March, so I'm not taking anybody else until April because yeah, we're packed to the rafters. Hours are fully staffed. So but if my eyes look like they're screaming, it's because it's a lot. So
okay. So as we've established, the 15th of March, you started the end of January. And are you less worried that you can make this work now?
Ask me again in the summertime. I'm in the thick of it right now.
Well, I'm proud of you. So, well done. I'm alive. I only managed mate, done more than I have. I'll tell you that for nothing. You have done more than I have.
Me too.
Cards. Who's doing cards?
I did it last time, I think.
Shall I do it? I'll do it. Ember doesn't look like she's got the spoons to do cards.
I need to sit here and take deep cleansing breaths.
Okay.
Drink my smoothie.
Let's see if we can get the horny King of Pentacles or whatever, whichever one he was.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Let's go for everybody's favorite king. But yes, it's.
How's your week been, Dan?
A combination of non-stop, but also extremely unproductive. I don't have many clients at the moment. I need to get more clients. It's as simple as I need more paying work. I really can't be asked getting any more paying work because the past month and a bit has been a struggle. I was really ill for a while. I was last week. I was the worst emotionally I've been for a good long while. Kraken and I came online just to commiserate each other for feeling as crap as we did. So yeah, I self-care. I need to do less, but I need money. I need money to pay for murder weapons. But anyway, let us have a look at where we are today.
Hard say.
Oh, there we go. Well, it's not the sexy king, I'm afraid, but it is the magician.
Oh, another favorite of mine.
Let me just put the focus on so I can focus.
Come on, camera. This is like an eye test.
Focus.
What the fuck, man? Jesus.
Oh.
Extreme close.
We are a very professional meeting of the minds. As above, so below. It's quite nice now.
Yeah. So anyway, which one is he? He's the...
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. So. Oh, do you know I'm not reading all that?
We tend to know what the magician is, right?
We do, but let's just let's have some inspirational words just to give us something to think about. For God's sake. I can't see, it's just I can't be asked with this shit. Anyway, as a master manifester, the magician brings you the tools, resources, and energy you need to make your dreams come true. Seriously, everything you need right now is at your fingertips. You have the spiritual, fire, physical, earth, mental, air, and emotional, water, resources to manifest your desires. And when you combine them with the energy of the spiritual and earthly realms, you will become a manifestation powerhouse. The key is to bring these tools together synergistically so that the impact of what you create is greater than the separate parts. This is alchemy at its best. Now is the perfect time to move forward on an idea that you recently conceived. The seed of potential has sprouted and you are being called to take action and bring your intention to fruition. The skills, knowledge, and capabilities you have gathered along your life path have led you to where you are now, and whether or not you know it, you are ready to turn your ideas into reality. There we go. And I'm also conscious how every time I do that, my hand just shifts across the screen whilst I'm reading.
It wasn't bad at all.
I didn't notice.
Thoughts?
Sounded like a Squarespace ad. Everything you need to make your dreams come true. Try Squarespace today. Maybe I'm just fussy because every time I come here, the cards are like, "You got it, dude. It's good." And in here, because of anxiety, it's just like 24/7 panic mode. So stupid cards.
But what I would say, challenge accepted on that. So yes, you have got it because you've just said you're fully booked. But also, I've just read a piece of your writing that is coming out very soon, and it is beyond amazing.
And you read the bad ending.
Ooh.
I forgot that there was more than one ending. That's the bad ending?
That's the bad ending. That's the one that nobody likes.
I want to see what the other one is now, because if that's the one that nobody likes and there's one that everybody likes, I want to see that. Because no, sorry, that was color me happy, frankly.
Well,
there was one thing I would have liked to have seen Penelope again, but that's just because I thought she was
everybody says. I wrote her to be a one-off, and everybody's like, "Why didn't she come back?" And I'm like, "Because she just wasn't meant to." I'm sorry.
No, I don't mean I think she should have come back in the story. It's just when you were summing everything up at the end, just kind of hinting that he got in touch with her again. Because I don't know, I think they would be so cute in an adventure together. I think they would be adorable together with the whole story. But then this is me we're talking about. I can't write standalone stories. That is my problem. So I'm like, oh yeah, what else could they do?
No, I have this tendency that every so often when I'm writing a very ancillary character, people get very attached to them, and I make them probably like more fleshed out than I need to. And this is not the first character where somebody's been like, or multiple people have said, how come that character? I need more of. So it's like this weird unintentional thing.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
also
no,
fighting off like allergies and a cold, so I'm going to sound really cute today.
No, I completely agree with your decision not to have her in the story anymore, but just kind of remembering her at the end, because you could write novels of this. You could write nothing else and do pretty damn well. So
I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I'm on the precipice. I may have to push back the date because just things are a little tight right now with work and just so but I mean, yeah. My brain just shut down.
Yeah, don't worry. Hey, at least it was on. Mine hasn't been on today.
Sort of. I've been in graphic design mode all day, so it's hard for me to get my like thinking, talking brain back online.
Whereas literally 5 minutes before we came online, I was with clients, so I'm still very much in. And how does that make you feel, mode? Oh Christ, Kraken's been busy. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you, Kraken. I can do one thing at a time. Only just now managed to pass 20.6k. You were at 15k a little while ago, mate. I think, yeah. Hey, cute little floof baby. Oh, fans, blah, blah, blah. He brings magic and sparkle.
I think he's talking to my little floof baby.
Yes. So Amber is like, oh, the cards are all positive, and I'm like, yeah, positivity sucks. How about you, Jen? How do you interpret that?
I was very inspired. I mean, it was basically saying you have everything you need to make things happen and come true. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I just need to not procrastinate.
Procrastination is so fun, though. Don't leave me, Bellana. Don't leave me. I swear I won't mush you again. Please stay here. Stay here.
What about you, Dan? How did you interpret the cards?
So I think I have to be a bit more. So I'm not actually interpreting it in terms of writing. Actually, it's kind of okay. I need to get these things done now because it's only just occurred to me because I bought some plane tickets Sunday, I think it was, and just oh shit, yeah, the US needs visa, doesn't it? Because the US is, the US. So yeah. I've now got to probably go to bloody London. I'm probably going to have to get an interview at the American Embassy just to go to a fucking comic convention.
Is that happening? You're coming to the US?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be in San Diego in July.
In July.
Please don't shoot me. I mean, I would if I were you, but please don't. So I've now got to make appointments and stuff.
Oh man, that is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm going to get up to because there's still no guarantee I'm going to get into the con.
Why?
Oh, okay. So long-winded explanation time. So the way you get tickets for San Diego Comic-Con, because it's so madly oversubscribed, is you put your name down for tickets, and then a lottery is taken, and if you get a ticket, lucky you get to go to San Diego Comic-Con. The only way you can kind of organize going there is if you are a professional of some kind who is asked to present there. I have asked to present there by somebody who is applying to put forth a panel, but you don't find out what panels are accepted until about a month before the con itself.
Oh my god.
And I am reliably informed that there are no hotel spaces left. Thankfully, I've got a friend who is going to put me up. Because it turns out all of my friends are in America. I think I might just have to move to America. Yeah. My son doesn't need me. He'll be fine. So yes, but it has been sold to me that it's 90% sure that I will get in, but even if I don't, it'll be great for networking because every geek therapist on the planet will be there for the same thing. So even if I don't get into any of the panels, I will be there to go out and get shit-faced with people who are just as geeky as I am. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Geeky bar crawl.
Indeed. But yeah, so no guarantee. No guarantee because but yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Well, not yeah. It'll be weird though. It'll be the longest I've ever been away from Nathan since he was born.
Wow.
It'll be a week then? Are you going to be gone a week?
A week, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the longest time I've had to myself since
ever.
Certainly since uni.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Jesus, that makes me feel old. Yeah. So when was the last time you did something for yourself with nobody else breathing down your neck? 20 years ago. Wow.
We're proud of you.
Yeah, so it'll be fun, but yeah.
But yeah.
If I don't get in, I'll just take my Neo and sit in a hotel on the other side of the planet and write.
There you go.
Go outside. It would be nice, probably. Sunny. Warm.
Outside. Yeah.
He's like, what's that? What's that thing in the
San Diego's nice. Just enjoy it.
I've been there once. That was a long time ago. Went to Disneyland with my family. It was nice.
So yeah, so I don't necessarily interpret that in terms of writing because so the creative side of me is kind of burned out at the minute. Burned out isn't quite the words, but I just can't be asked. Everything is just too much. I just couldn't be bothered making a video this week. Last week was, like I say, hell on earth. I just couldn't be doing with it. And so this week I thought, you know what? Fuck it. What's the point? That's the thing. I am very much in a what's the fucking point frame of mind.
Sounds like depression. Sorry. That's just
yeah,
quiet now.
Kind of. Yeah, possibly. So I have been spending my time watching shit films and television programs and spending stupid amounts of money on comics.
I mean, you probably just need some time to recharge.
I know, but I also need money to, pay for the plane tickets that I just bought.
Yeah, well, you're working, but like creative stuff, sometimes it has to take a back seat because you got to focus on paying the bills and going to Comic-Con.
Oh, thanks, Kraken. I'll just make sure that you're in San Diego at the end of July. And, if anybody gets shot, I'll make sure you're right up front. Okay?
In this fantasy, is America the OK Corral? And we all just have... it's California, right?
No. In this fantasy, America is the... Oh, yes, you're cute. Slightly dull, thick as shit child of the international community.
With all the power.
That can't be trusted to play with their toys without hurting the other children.
Yeah.
And when I say fantasy, I mean reality. America, fuck yeah. Anyway.
I assure you, you'll be safe in San Diego.
I'm sure. That's where all the hippies are, right?
No. Southern California, you're going to find a lot of yippies and yuppies, but not so much hippies. You have to go out to Topanga Canyon. Even then, probably not. So, yeah. The hippies are more up here now, up north.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We've migrated. Yeah. It's too much tech money. Anyway, that is my my brief and imprecise California geography lesson.
What are we talking? What are we doing?
What are we doing? We don't know.
Can anybody be asked to write? Can anybody, or do we want to talk? And if we want to talk, do we want to create do we want to give ourselves a topic so that we don't just do what we did on Monday and kind of amble confusedly along like a bunch of drunk teenagers?
That's fun.
Is it though?
Sometimes.
Illustrative. Gosh, I don't know. I'm so tired.
Okay, so
if I wasn't doing this, I would be sitting outside in the sunshine right now, just like trying to gather back the spoons.
Okay, so writing is off then. Let's not write. Right. Fine. Okay. If spoons are required, yeah. Okay. Job fucking done, because I've just realised. Oh yeah, I've got to edit a piece and get it back to the editor because I forgot that they sent it to me and with corrections that needed. So, oh shit. Oh what was it? Ember, they I remember that mermaid story I sent you. Yes. I submitted it and it's just got the rejection back, which is kind of cool. I haven't had a rejection for years because I haven't sent anything out for a while.
Ooh,
so,
rejection. Oh man.
What?
It sucks. I don't know.
See, I don't give a shit. I'm like, cool, rejection. Yeah, cool. It feels like it feels like I've achieved something by getting the rejection. It's not as cool as acceptance, great. But the fact that it's just, the fact that I've got it implies that I'd written it, edited it, or even edited it, whatever.
Yeah.
Submitted it and had it read by somebody. So, I don't know how good it is. You're the one who's read it. I don't know if it's worth being picked up, but
I think it depends on the publication. I think it's fun. I like the characters. It's an interesting idea. It's different.
It was a Fury story, Jen.
Oh, okay.
I think, it's like, it depends on the tone, because, like, if they're looking for ethereal, lovely mermaids, then it's not for them. If they're looking for alternative mermaids, super cool.
Yeah, because let's face it, they were very alternative.
Oh yeah, it read to me like sort of a futuristic fantasy story almost. Like a new, yeah. So, yeah, I thought it was cool. But again, if the anthology is like, give us like mermaids and that's not quite. Yeah, it's not that kind of mermaid. It's not a cozy.
Ooh, let's have a look. Oh,
Amy Brown.
Yeah. Send us your commissions. Come on.
I know.
We will pay us and we will advertise for you.
Yes.
In fact, do that. Otherwise, Jen will carry on paying to advertise for you.
It's true.
Gladly.
But yeah, so that's my news really on that front. I get oddly. I'm tired. I get oddly excited when I get rejections. Like, ooh, cool, job done. Moving on, next.
I think I understand. Like, it's still a sense of like you did the thing and you accomplished it. Mm-hmm. So, they didn't like it, but you still did it. You still followed through on all the steps, and I don't know. I can see it, especially if this is something you do on a regular basis. Like, I don't, so the first few are probably going to feel really yucky, and I'm very sensitive.
But this is the thing. I used to do it on. Because like I say, this is the first rejection I've had in a few years, and because it's the first thing I've sent out in a few years. But it used to be a regular thing. I used to write something, submit it. Write something, submit. Yeah, I was your traditional pulp author for a couple of years.
Did that make money?
Yeah, not enough, but yeah.
But some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Enough for it to be worthwhile at the time.
Now, see, that I
then,
can get behind.
Yeah, but it's like anything. When you fall off the wagon,
Yeah.
the idea of getting back on it is like,
Oh, so this is really just your confirmation that you're back on the wagon. Felt good.
No, it's my
Check
confirmation
box.
that I can get back on the wagon because I haven't.
You're on it.
You're on it. One
it's-
story counts.
Are you hanging on to the wagon? Like,
no, being on the wagon would imply that I was writing on a regular basis and having additional material to shunt out into the world.
yeah.
That will come.
Yeah, it will. But as I say, just here and now, everything's a bit much. Like I say, I really need to. I've got to do another video for my channel. I've missed 2 this year. One of them because I couldn't. I was physically unable to speak. Kind of a problem when you're trying to make a video. But last week it was just because I was just too. Yeah, I mean you use it jokingly, but yeah, absolutely just too depressed to do it. I just couldn't be asked to do it.
I mean, I used it jokingly, but I was kind of serious because that just sounds like depression brain being like, why even do a thing?
But it's got to be done. So now I've got to kind of do that, but also I've got to write. If I don't write, I'm not going to get anything to submit. I'm not going to have magical girl anthologies to put together. It's so there was a point to that little ramble. I'm not sure what it was, but there was a point to it.
We didn't pick a conversation topic.
No, well, I think the conversation topic was, let's just talk about short stories and submitting, because
okay.
I submitted and got a rejection, and we that seemed to get some traction for a little while.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down to try other stuff. It's a shame that the story we were writing for got shut down, but I imagine that's a rare thing. So
I've never come across it before.
It's odd, but
yeah.
Keep at it. I'm interested in trying. Of course, I'm so busy right now that I maybe can't, but should try to find time to write and do that.
Yeah, but again, so what I've been doing instead of writing, because normally what I do is I see clients, do this when we're doing it, get showered, go to bed and write until the early hours, and then go to sleep, and then repeat. What I've been doing recently has been very much not that. It's just been a case of watching, like I say, crappy cartoons or talking to mates on WhatsApp. Just at 2 o'clock in the bloody morning again. That's what happens when all your mates are in America. I'm supposed to be going to sleep 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I know it's crap, isn't it? I wouldn't have voted for him either. So I am being good to myself in that sense. I'm not forcing myself to do stuff that I don't have spoons for, but I am also the kind of individual who will beat myself up for not having said spoons.
I think that's a lot of us. I don't think you're alone in that sentiment, but you can unlearn it. Oh,
what? I'm sorry. What?
Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
Yeah.
I will be making a corned beef, as usual.
Oh, nice.
I love corned beef.
It is. I haven't had it in a long time, but yeah, it's good.
So good. So good.
So good.
Writing short stories.
But to answer your question earlier, it was very much it paid enough for it to be a hobby that took up time. Because the problem is at the minute writing is just a hobby, which means that we've got that part of our brain that says I shouldn't be doing this, I should be doing something more useful, more worthwhile. And then at the other end, you've got, well, this is my full-time job that I need to get paid for, so I've got to do the thing. Whereas for a good couple of years, it was it was a nice sweet spot where I earned some money, enough money to make me think, okay, I am doing something purely for enjoyment, but I don't have to feel bad that I'm not doing work.
Yeah,
that's fair.
You have an incentive for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. An incentive alongside just the blood and mayhem that my stories tend to involve.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, I opened the consultancy business in part to give myself more time to write professionally. Manifuego is supposed to be like the flagship writing project of that. And I'm feeling kind of down because it's just been so hard to get it together and self-publish it because time and money. And
yeah, but again, just speaking to somebody who, again, I'm sorry, dyslexic, takes a fucking F. I mean, a good hour and a half, 2 hours of most of my evenings have been dedicated to reading Manifuego since you sent it out. So this has not been a small. This hasn't been a case of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. This has been a concerted effort. I do apologize for how long it's taken, but it will take me a week, not longer. Take me fucking ever to read one of the Chronicles of Narnia. You know, a child's book, you know, a skinny child's book will take me weeks to read, and something that I'm actually trying to analyze is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Just to read it and pay attention to it so that I can give you some feedback is just, yeah, it took me forever. But the point I'm making is, as somebody who's read it, I mean, if you want a flagship, Jesus, this is a good ship to plant your flag on. It's so good. So
thank you.
I think I said
I can do the audiobook.
I just got an audio sample this morning from them.
For Manifuego.
Yes. I can't wait to talk to you on Monday, Ember. Thoughts on it?
I know. I'm sorry I'm so busy this weekend. I'm going to be at a photo shoot all day tomorrow, and then Sunday is one of my dear friend's birthdays. So we're busy.
Lovely.
It's busy. I really just want to go to sleep, but I got to do stuff. But thank you, Dan. I do appreciate that, and I'm really excited to get it out there. It's just a matter now of like getting the resources together and doing it. And I'm beating myself up because like I'm a social media manager, but I'm not running the Manifuego campaign like at all right now, and I should be, but I'm working on other people's stuff. So therein lies the challenge of like, want to get that going, but I don't really like. I got to make the money to pay the bills first, and it's just kind of a gamble. And you know, you assure me that it's good, but like, if nobody knows that it's good.
Part of the reason you're putting so much on Manifuego was that you wanted to have a flagship that you could point people at, because you felt you needed something to say, no, look, I did this, look, you can come and hire me as your consultant. Whereas your consultancy is doing pretty okay.
Yeah, we're busy over here. So yeah. I feel like I just have to get this out there.
Yeah, but that's more of an internal want rather than if I don't get this out there, the entire thing's gonna come crashing down.
Fair enough.
Would be my take on it. But...
yeah. Maybe if I submit to some anthologies and get some ISBN money, it would be really cool. So we'll see. What about you, Jen? What have you been? You guys have been working on audiobooks and fun stuff like that. Any reports from the home front?
No, I mean, we did finish the one audiobook we did in December, and then, gosh, I did record this week, the first time in like a month. So I was just kind of in a slump, I felt like. So it felt good to like record again, and I was editing audio today so I can upload to my YouTube channel. So I feel like, okay, I'm going to hopefully gain some momentum and keep it going.
There you go. How's it doing, the YouTube channel?
It's okay. I have 215 subscribers.
That's huge.
So yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I think the one sleep story I have that's doing really well has about 4,000 views.
What? That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The rest, not so much, but that's okay, right? I just need to keep putting.
No. 4,000 views. So that's pretty cool. No.
It's phenomenal.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
I know you've told me this before. What are the metrics for you to hit so you can monetize?
1,000.
1,000? Is it 1,000 and X number of hours like watched,
Yeah,
or
3,000 watched? I think I have half of that.
You're getting there fast.
You are. I mean, I've been doing this for 6 months, and like I say, I'm just going through this slump of like, oh, what's the point? Yeah, it's a lot of work. What's the point?
It is a lot, yeah.
But
I know I was going to put up a YouTube, and now I'm like, that doesn't seem like something you just do as an aside. Like, that's so much work.
Yeah.
No, I've got a friend, Booney. She's come here and said hello here a couple of times. She's got a YouTube channel. She's just got this amazing ability to just sit and talk, and I admire that so much in her, because if I want to do a 10-minute YouTube video, I've got to write a 12 to 1,400 word script.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got to record it. Then I've got to either edit it or pay somebody to edit it for me. Then I've got to upload it, blah, blah, blah. Booney just sits there and talks for however long, about an hour, chops it all up so she's got a week's worth of videos. I mean, she's really good. She adds flourishes, and I don't know if she gets somebody else to do that for her or what. But if I could do that, my life would be just so much easier.
Yeah.
To the point where I could barely get the words out. It would just. Oh, we've got Tinnitus with us again.
Tinnitus.
Long time.
Might have listened to somebody's big demo.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird hearing you two read my stuff and hearing it come to life. I may have sent the first demo over to Dan to listen to as well. And we both were like, it sounds like them. And then suddenly there's a moment where we stop hearing them and we're just in the story. Yeah.
It sounds like who? Because I think I told you that whoever was doing the voices, they were shocking.
They were so bad. No.
Yeah, I think
embarrassingly bad.
Yeah, I mean, how they can open their mouths in public, because I mean, having to order a coffee with that voice, Jesus Christ! No, it was. Yeah, and I was coming at it having known you, Jen, for 20 years, and it was just this is for a second it's like, oh my god, this is weird, and then as Ember was saying, it's just like, oh, I'm just listening to somebody read. It's so good.
Which one did you listen to then? The Celestial Bones or the Manny Fuego, or both?
First one. I didn't realize there was a title for it.
Oops.
No. Celestial Bones is fine. Okay. It's still it's technically a working title because I can't title things to save my life. But who's not respecting Tinnitus?
I think that was the point.
Yeah. Oh, Sam's just being cheeky. That's how we know he feels okay. If he can be cheeky, exactly.
Then. But yeah, no, Celestial Bones was the man who just. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've ever listened to an audio book. I've listened to plenty of audio plays. I've never listened to an audio book.
Mm-hmm.
in spite of people telling me that I really need to start.
Maybe you could do a voice of a character in Celestial Bones.
We have so many voices in that story that need actors. Was kind of the conclusion that we came to.
You need voice actors to do all the voices.
This is a thing I think that ties my writing together, because I used to really be confused about how I'm writing this like romantic fantasy story and also this ridiculous zombie comedy, but I tend to write these like rapid fire discussions that people have where there's not a ton of dialogue tags and you have to sort of know that.
I really enjoyed that reading. I like dialogue that doesn't have many tags in it. The thing that really drives me up the wall, because you hear all this, oh, why don't you just use the word said? I'm like, because it sounds stupid.
It's repetitive.
Yes,
so repetitive. Yeah.
I'm going to name drop here, and I'm really sorry, because he's a really well respected author, very famous, earns a lot of money.
Name them, shame them.
John Scalzi. He writes, and he's just like, oh, so and so he said, so and so she said, so and so. It's like, I don't care. For the love of God, either tell me that they didn't say anything or say that they mumbled. Just, John, you're better than this.
No, and like, there's two schools of thoughts on that whole thing. It's like, don't litter your dialogue tags with descriptions, and people who like to have fun.
Yes, indeed.
I'm, if I want to know how they said it, and I get bored reading like da 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 said, da 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 said da 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 blah blah blah.
Yes.
Like just.
I mean,
we need more. We want to know more.
This guy, Colin Bateman, I love his dialogue because he goes on and on and on with no tags at all for pages at a time. No tags, no descriptions, and
I'll reorient the reader with tags. I don't know if pages.
No, seriously, I have never once lost. It's really weird.
Intense.
It's yeah. I mean, when I say none whatsoever, I mean there are every now and again, but I'm just trying to flick it open just to see if. I'll have a look and find something later. But he's a comedy writer as well, so he'll do 1, said Finley, 2, said Finley. Little things like that.
Yeah.
But
what were we doing? Oh, so my point with that was like, I think these stories need multiple voice actors. I mean, we have Jane Ann Chandler doing voices on Manny Fuego. And already Chandler's had to do 3 different voices. Yeah. No, 4 different voices.
Oh yeah, because the guy.
Yeah. Not this, but there's all these little bit parts that he's gonna have to voice out, which is like.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Again, if you think you can afford me, let me know.
Definitely for the fantasy book, there's gonna be a need for a lot of people to be in the mix, which is something like I don't listen to / read a lot of audiobooks. I just prefer to hold and look at the story. It's not like a judgment, it's just a preference. So I don't have a good idea of like what's typical and what is going to go well and what people like, because my own limited experience is typically just like one person reading all the bit parts and it gets really weird. I don't really like it. It's kind of upsetting. So I just don't like when men do the falsetto. John.
I know.
She said.
Hey, come here.
Come back. She growled.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's cringy.
I found that upsetting just with you taking the piss out of it.
It's like it doesn't feel good.
I don't know if I could if that happened, if that noise went into my ear. Get it away from me, Jesus.
Yeah, it's cringy.
It's hard to listen to. So it might be that that's sort of an older style that's going out, is we have this proliferation of audiobooks, but it's hard, like I said, since I don't listen to a ton.
The ones that I listened to that had the multiple voice actors were for like young adult. It was the Redwall books, and because there's so many characters.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I thought you might know that down. So yeah, so that was.
I was reading Redwall as they were published.
Aw.
The audiobooks are wonderful because they have a different voice for each character.
I've still got the hardbacks.
It's good to know that is done, because it is something I would want for a fantasy book.
That was like 10 plus years ago or more.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That the book was done that way. So I would think it's easier. It's easier to do that now with the technology.
Well, because with the technology, as you were saying, Jen, but also because it's such a big industry now. You know, back then, audiobooks were, yeah. I mean, if you wanted an audiobook, you got it on cassette. I've got
or CD.
Got
cassette on tape.
Yeah.
See, I associate that with my mom because she had to commute and she always had a book on tape. She would like rent them from the library.
Yes.
And, it was like her thing. I'd get in the car in the morning and it would just, John, she growled. Come back.
So
I think maybe we've seen where your trauma with coming from.
It's not trauma. It's just I just associate them with my mom.
An audio book starts playing and Ember just sits in the corner. John, he said, "Oh my God, John."
It just usually was a male narrator, and then whenever he did the silly lady voices, it just felt goofy. Like I couldn't take it seriously.
Yeah,
and she's like wrapped. She's like driving. I have no context for this story, and I don't understand, and I don't like this man doing lady voices. This doesn't feel right. They should just have another person in here. It's weird. To be fair, I didn't like when the women would try to go like really deep and do the man voice either. I don't like when anybody is stretching their vocal range to a point where it just sounds like a caricature.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't sing, because that's all that is.
I do think people can read all the parts in a book, but they've just had a lot of like not good experiences listening to some not great audiobooks in my childhood.
So I have listened to one audiobook actually, and it was on cassette tape, and it was of a book I'd already read, and it was read by an actor who at the time was quite well known over here. But I just remember because it was an Andy McNab novel, and Andy McNab was ex-SAS, who wrote lots of action thrillers. I think still does. And all I can remember, because all I can remember is this well-respected actor saying the phrase before it all turned into a gang fuck. I'm like, do you know what? I'm out. You're too poshly spoken to say that phrase. I'm sorry. you do not get to say that word in that accent.
Quite jarring, I bet.
My goodness, my heart rate just like accelerated. Ma, get the vapors.
No, not that kind of gang. But
just like.
Yeah, but it was just
like Kenneth Branagh, was it?
No, but very much a similar kind of voice. Now that you mention it, no, I can't remember what his name was. He was in it Casualty or Hobby City?
Sorry, you've exhausted my list of British actor names for the day. All I can pull is Kenneth Branagh. I'm trying to pull Patrick Stewart, but he's actually Scotch, so that doesn't count.
Well, Kenneth Branagh's Irish.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Don't know any.
Casualty.
You want to hear me do my Sir Patrick Stewart voice. Never mind. What's up?
Tonight I said he'll use helium balloons to help with the voices.
Clive Mantle, that's it. None of you guys will know who that is because nobody knows. No. Even people who know Clive Mantle won't know who Clive Mantle is.
You mean Clive Mantle?
The Clive Mantle. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he's been busier than I thought. Sure. But yeah, he's just got far too posh a voice to be talking like a frontline grunt. You know?
Do posh people not swear? Is that like part of your culture?
Yes, they do, but they swear.
Okay.
They swear poshly.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Don't you know? For fuck's sake, as opposed to, what, you come here, you fucking bastard. There's a slight difference. When I swear, I go so northern. Seriously, if I'm angry, if I start talking northern, run, because I get angry. When I'm angry, I get violent.
Oh, no, northern.
What do you mean, northern?
When you just sound different, I guess.
Okay, so down south, it's all. I went and had a bath on the grass. Up north, I went and had a bath on the grass.
Ah,
okay.
The north was designed for swearing and sounding angry.
It's a very small island. How did you deviate that much?
Because somebody had to control the world.
That doesn't track. One person...
sorry. We've had a few things. Superstar Arnold. Yeah, it's all. Anyway, you don't actually have to change your voice. No, you're absolutely right. But excitedly, yes, Superstar Arnold. That Clive Mantle of Casualty and Holby City.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Unless
I think that you're Dan's new best friend.
Yeah,
you understand
went to Wikipedia and copied it.
Look, even if he did or she did or they did do such a thing, they did it for you, to impress you.
They did, and I am very grateful for it.
Oh, I apologize on behalf of my people for that one.
Yeah, well, overpaid, oversexed over here.
But I come from the Scandies and the Brits, so I think it all ended up peace and love in the end.
Yeah. See, the French are so proud that they were the last people to successfully invade these isles. I mean, but they are wrong on several counts. Firstly, William of Orange, anyone? He was not French. I know you guys haven't got a clue who that is, but the point remains, he invaded and was a long time after William, Battle of Hastings and all that. But
sorry, I think we need like a theme song for this. Da 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 da. It's time for Obscure European History with Dan.
Oh no. Well, you've heard of the Battle of Hastings, haven't you?
William the Conqueror?
William the Conqueror, that's the one, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that one.
If you went up to William the Conqueror and told him that he was French, it would be like going up to a Glaswegian and telling him he was English. It would not end well for you.
Okay.
Because he wasn't. He was Norman. And the
You
Norman...
use ticker for all the words that you use. Glaswegian.
Oh, sorry. Glaswegian from the rough part of Scotland, where half my family lives, by the way.
I'm like, Glasgow and Norway? Glaswegian? Like, what is a... They did...
Yeah,
they did that back up. But Superstars cares enough. Or Superstar Sean? Superstar Sean? When all the letters run together, my brain starts to not be able to parse them out.
Superstar Sean.
They had that really good
Superstar
Willy Wonka.
Sean.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm sorry, a really good Willy Wonka show?
Somebody hired out a warehouse. This is real.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yes, somebody hired out a warehouse and marketed it as being the definitive Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory experience, and it was some poor, kid straight out of acting school trying to pay bills in a green wig, trying to pretend to be an Oompa Loompa. As in, it was heartbreakingly bad.
It was a grift. It was like kids were promised like candies and hot chocolate, and they got like 3 jelly beans and had to stand in line forever. And
no,
and
it's bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how quickly the news runs. I had already taken that information in, processed it, and then dumped it by the wayside.
Well, to be fair, news like that's where it belongs.
And thus concludes Obscure British History Facts.
Indeed.
I think it was European history fact. But
yeah, to be fair. Well, no, we own France technically. So.
Oh, France.
That's what the law says. The law, legally, I believe I'm right in saying the 100 Years' War never ended. Legally, the English monarchy never gave up its claim to the French monarchy. And so technically, England and France are still at war.
That's just so strange that I would believe it. If you asked me that on an SAT, I would probably say yes. Like, okay.
You know, we've ended the First World War and the Second World War, albeit not till 1989. But now we're still fighting from the 14th century because why not?
Why not?
Who's gonna know? How are they gonna know?
Well, that's just it. Technically, it's my civic duty to go over and shoot French people.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that would fly.
I don't think that would fly. Between you and me, I don't think that would go down very well. But legally, the law is an ass. So.
I mean, I think legally, King Charles can still take the United States back as colonies or something like that, or you could declare or something. There's something silly he could do that would be like, I take it back, and
wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, and probably in that exact tone of voice.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sure that it's all worked out.
He said
in the 1700s by the founding fathers.
She missed it. Maybe
it's okay. I know you were making fun of me. I am exhausted.
No, he was doing the other gender voice.
Yes.
Oh.
That gave you flashbacks to driving in your car with your mom.
Because I gave him dumb guy boy. I take it back.
I was embarrassing myself for your amusement, not taking the piss out of you for mine.
That's okay. Either would have been fine. It's Friday. It's Friday. I have to work tomorrow. It's Friday. I have to work later today. It's all right.
You can do it.
Beats the alternative of like sitting here waiting for the phone to ring.
Yeah.
Well, we've managed to waste an hour.
That wasn't a waste. Come on. I enjoyed talking to you.
I'm being facetious.
I know, but at the same time, it's very easy to say, as we were saying earlier, it's just, why am I doing this? I should be doing something more productive.
I don't know.
Taking medication.
This is good.
Just shit with your buddies is... Sorry, Jen, go ahead.
No, that's what you were saying. Just to sit and talk and be social. Have some laughs.
Have some laughs. Yeah.
What we've got planned for the rest of the day, because obviously it's a bit later for me. So my plan for the rest of the day is go and have a shower, watch... Which one was it? I feel like watching The Count of Monte Cristo. A mate of mine...
No, which one?
Well, this is it. So, like I say, I've got this friend in America who I just shoot shit with until 3 o'clock in the fucking morning because I can't be asked doing anything remotely sensible. But yeah, we were talking about Count of Monte Cristo the other day, and I thought, oh yeah, there are so many versions of that. Oh, there's a new one coming out this year as well, which looks, oh my god, because I love. Oh, Arnold, don't go too far because we're wrapping up. So, be right back. Be right back. Yeah. Yeah, so that looks
I can't wait for that. I love that movie. That's my son's favorite movie.
Yeah, well, I love that. The James, however you pronounce his surname. That, yeah, him. Yeah. But I really like that version. But
yeah.
But there are just so many versions to choose from. It's almost as if the French just make the same shit over and over again because they don't have any other novels to. Yeah.
We are really coming down on France today. I'm sorry, France.
Hey, they're the French. They're used to it.
That's true. Yeah. They would be very mean to me if I tried to speak French in France because.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no,
my teacher was very clear about that.
They would be very mean to you if you tried to speak anything in France because. I have so many French friends. It is alarming, and yet all I do is. I mean, and yeah, they mercilessly take the piss out of me, and I'm October. When is it? October the 23rd, is it, or 5th? Sorry, just gonna have to do it for another obscure European fact. When is it?
Bastille Day.
Blah 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 blah.
Sometimes I have calendars that show Bastille Day, and I'm like, yay!
Christmas Day,
Bastille
25th
Day.
October. So 25th of October is St. Crispin's Day. And those of you who read their Shakespeare will know that there was a certain battle took place on St. Crispin's Day, the Battle of Agincourt. So on October the 25th, I put a post on Facebook wishing all of my French friends a happy St. Crispin's Day and hoping that they would join me in remembering the special events of that day if they just stopped complaining about all the mud. And then I had I found a shot of some Japanese singers for some reason going hey.
Did they appreciate that, or
if they did, nobody said so.
I'm gonna guess no.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go have a shower and watch some Monte Cristo, I think. And yourself, what are you going to get up to?
I have to finish a design by the end of the day. I'm knee-deep in a branding moving shop project for a client, so that's going to be my afternoon. As I was screaming at fonts when we got here because I can't get the custom fonts uploaded properly so just me and InDesign and a lot of caffeine. If I'm a good girl and I finish on time, I'll get to play Final Fantasy VII. Yay!
Jen, how about yourself?
I'm going to join another stream after this, but it's a video game stream. We're playing Eco, the multiplayer game. And then Rylan is going to hockey tonight. So there you go.
All right.
More hockey. When he's not playing hockey, he wants to go to a hockey game.
Does he not have these things called friends that he can go to said hockey?
Well, then he's going to meet up with his friends, and they're going to watch hockey.
Why say hockey friends?
Hockey.
Why does he need you to be involved?
Because I am the transportation from A to B.
Yeah, but there is this thing called public transport. So when my son wants me to do a transport from A to B, it's like, yes, you have a bus pass. Bye.
Yeah, there's not.
Oh.
Buses in America are kind of not a thing in a lot of places. It sort of depends.
Surely the friends have parents. Get them
True. Maybe on the ride home he can, ride with somebody else. That would be nice.
No more mom taxi. Yeah. All right. Well, I have to, speaking of, go get mine from the place where he goes during the day.
So on that note, then, you can find me, Daniel Hand, at monomythcounselling.co.uk with 2 L's if you want therapy or RPG therapy, or the RPG Therapist on YouTube. Go and check that out. So I've got videos all about playing RPGs, the therapy involved, and a couple of actual plays of the Avatar Legends RPG, where we go and play a bunch of airbenders and beat things up.
Well, hey, that's exciting.
Ember, how about yourself?
Me.
Where can people find you?
I'm at Robots and Magic wherever you get your internet, and if you need graphic design services, blogging, copywriting, ghostwriting, etc., go to the website, schedule a free consult, and buy my book when it's out. I did it.
Good.
I don't feel yucky.
I know it wears off eventually. Don't worry. And Jen.
Jane's Dreamy Bookshelf on YouTube and TikTok.
All right.
For all your listening needs.
So many listening needs.
Yes.
All your listening needs?
Maybe not.
I can think of a few listening needs that you might not be up for. Most, exactly. Yeah, tonight I've heard that, yeah.
Depends on how much you're willing to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone has a price.
Indeed. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Nice chillax version episode today. Hopefully we'll do some more stuff next week. But thanks for joining us. Happy writing, and we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.